So a cool video today. I was just walking through my neighborhood at the local super, little store. I literally just went to get ice cream, and one of my neighbors, the guy that owns the super, was driving, and I know he always drives up the mountains, and I asked where he was going. He said he was going up the mountain. So I asked for a ride. We went up from where I live, which is about 50-60 meters above sea level. We are now at 300 meters above sea level. It only took us maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get here. And we are now looking at, in the distance, if you can discern it, this is Parrita in the downtown. Over that way is Capos and Manuel Antonio. And then off in the distance there, I don't know if you can see the line, I'm pointing at it now, there, I got it pretty perfect. That's the ocean, that's where the ocean starts. So from my neighborhood, you can actually see the ocean in the higher areas, not from my house itself, but 5 minutes away, very close, quick drive, walk, bike ride. We have the ocean. I just wanted to highlight that. So this is looking down at the valley over Parrita in the Pacific Ocean. Let me see, there we go. That's a little better, right? Yeah, we can see the ocean in the back. So I have an ocean view in my neighborhood. I just have to hike a little bit, which is a beautiful thing to do and to be able to say, and I'm very grateful. I've seen this, but I've usually only been up here, passing by, and I've never had a reason to stop, and now I can walk all the way down this steep hill back down to my house, the neighborhood, which is much easier than walking up it. So I'm very grateful to have friends that are willing to help always. So let's get one more view on that. So here it is zoomed in a little bit. We're gonna go a little further. Got some lightning and thunder coming in. There's the ocean, the coast. And then we got Manuel Antonio past this tree here. Let me see if I can get a better view. Yeah, so those mountains there are Manuel Antonio sticking into the ocean. And from that same view, here's the Manuel Antonio zoom. For those familiar, you know what it looks like. It juts out. And then Manuel Antonio National Park is in a cove that's tucked behind that in a picturesque space that looks akin to the beaches in the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. So I feel very lucky. That's one of my favorite spots to go. Of course, the beaches in Parrita, Palo Seco, Bayuco, Playa Bendero, and Esterillos, 15-kilometer long beach. And then as we head north, Jaco and Hermosa would be up there. So now I'm starting my descent, walking down, and I just want to show you, there's the view again. Let's see if I can get you a nice perspective. And then this is on the side of the roads, the caution tape, because if your car falls down there, you're just going to keep tumbling and tumbling and tumbling and tumbling hundreds of feet, maybe even hundreds of meters from this height. So here's another perspective. This would be the Zapatone Range and Rainmaker Mountains. So that's all indigenous land. It's preserved land, protected land. Let me see if I can get the mountains a little better. So if you're ever traveling through Costa Rica, through the Central Pacific Coast, check out Rainmaker Park, and they have all these kind of hanging bridges, high walkways through the jungle, really good tour guides, really helpful. And it's just a different experience because it's truly a rainforest, and it's preserved, it's untouched. There's more biodiversity there than almost anywhere in the world, so you're going to see things that you never even imagined existed on the planet, and it's just also a unique experience. Or you can contact me and I can take you through these mountains too, and take you to spectacular waterfalls that you've never imagined seeing on planet Earth, and then experiencing them yourselves. They're now developing this area a little bit more. I've heard that this road, which actually goes all the way to San Jose, is going to be paved at some point soon, so it's going to increase the amount of traffic that runs through this area from San Jose and that area to the Central Pacific Coast, because right now it's a roundabout way for the highway. You can go these ways, but it takes about 2.5 hours through bumpy, rocky roads, driving slow and cautious. and that's about the same amount of time it takes on the smooth highways. So obviously people are going to choose the smooth highways, but when they pave this, it's going to change everything for all the businesses around here, for the development, for the eco-tourist industry, I should say, and everything that I'm doing. I'm a little kind of selfishly involved, and thankfully got ahead of the curve of this. And we'll have, you know, a restaurant and a tourist stop and souvenir spot, and we will offer, you know, a lot of actual tours through all these, you know, spaces, but at the same time just like horseback tours, so people can stop on their way to the beach, you know, have a bite to eat, take a little horseback tour around the river that they're going to see eventually flowing into the ocean, and you know, get a kind of holistic grasp of the Costa Rican experience from mountains to ocean and back. I almost just fell because it's getting steep here. But I'm good on my feet, even though I don't surf. So anyway, if I see any more good views, I will film them. Otherwise, this is me checking out. I was told by somebody that I met up there that through the holidays, New Year's, actually from Christmas Eve to New Year's, they do fireworks in Costa Manuel Antonio, Parrita, Esterillos, Jaco, and from that area I just filmed from that you guys saw earlier in this video, you can view everything. All of the fireworks from all the many different towns. So I'm going to film that later in the year, and I will be posting that after the New Year as the New Year's posts, so stay tuned. I just wanted to record this part and add this to the video because there's something very magical about what I'm experiencing right now. I'm walking through this old dirt road, the way roads would have been for thousands of years on this planet before modern society, through a jungle in Costa Rica. Surrounded by these magical sounds. And I cannot describe, I cannot even fathom words that might be worthy of describing the feeling that I'm feeling right now. And the gratitude that I feel. It's more than gratitude. I can't put it into words. You need to come here and experience it yourself. I want to take people on this walk up to this mountain view and then back down to my property. It might take us, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours to do the whole experience on foot. We could also do it on horseback. But I'm gonna start offering this all the time. I mean, this could be a business thing, but I'm gonna offer it as like, everybody needs to do this and experience it with me. So hopefully, if you're following my YouTube page, that future videos after this one is posted shows me walking with other people up this mountain and experiencing this together, so you can feel and see and observe other people's perspectives of what I am unable to accurately describe to you right now about this feeling that I'm getting. These beautiful little flowers. There's so much here. This is not that there's, you know, a uniqueness to little yellow flowers, but these are a little more unique flowers. There's something Costa Rican for you. Some fruits here, I don't know what they are. More of the fruits. Look like nuts, actually. Yeah, it's just, this is what I'm surrounded by. Nobody else. And then the cliff is coming up soon, so I'll switch over to that before I sign off. But come join me. Let's film this together. Let's do it on horseback. Let's do it by foot. Whatever you're able to do, let's do this together. This is my challenge. I want anybody who sees this video, literally anyone who sees this video and gets to this part of the video, to reach out to me and come here and let's, you know, film something together up here, please. So I love driving by this area, but I also love walking past it because it just drops off to this giant steep cliff, endless jungle. Those trees are so tall, like hundreds of feet tall, but they look tiny because this mountain jumps up hundreds of meters very quickly. So being here in person, kind of acknowledging the scale of this and the magnitude of the incline or decline here, it's humbling. That's the only way I could say it. It's humbling. You truly feel like you stepped into Jurassic Park and you just saw that giant Brachiosaurus for the first time. And it's difficult to comprehend what you're seeing and what you're walking through, because you realize this is how the Earth was millions of years ago, and hopefully it will be this way millions of years after we're gone, and it restores itself all over to be a paradise like this everywhere. It's my hope.